to a new episode of Journey of a Christian Writer. In this episode, I'm going over 3 different types of story worlds within world building. These different types of story worlds that I'll be going over include fantasy worlds, fictional worlds, and realistic or real worlds. The first that I'm going to go over is for fantasy worlds. These types of story worlds usually derives from the author or writer's imagination and usually takes place in an exotic type of place or location that's non-existent within the real world. These types of story worlds also include or incorporate concepts from real life, such as good versus evil, fighting for justice, or true love and friendship, for example. Usually, fantasy worlds also have a different type of fantasy terminologies, such as magic systems, or fantasy creatures such as dragons, monsters, etc. The next type of story world that I'm going to go over is for fictional worlds. These types of story worlds are worlds that take place within non-existent cities or towns that are located within real locations. So there's like a main location that is real and a sub-location that is fictional. For example, within my debut novel, Eva's Promise, I have that story take place within the fictional town of Garden Ridge, but in the real state of North Carolina. Many famous authors, such as Stephen King, also have written stories that take place in fictional places located in real states. Stephen King has a lot of his horror stories taking place in fictional towns, but in the real state of Maine, in some of his books. Fictional worlds can also be thought of as like illusions of real life, meaning stories that take place in kind of like a utopia type of environment or location, which is like a pleasant or desirable society or place or location within that particular type of story world. Or it could be a dystopia, which is more of an unpleasant or undesirable society, place, or location where there's much suffering. So it can also be like a illusion of real life, fictional worlds. Finally, the last type of story world that I'll be going over is for realistic or real worlds. This one is pretty self-explanatory, and it's just story worlds that take place within real locations within the real world. So meaning real cities, real towns, real countries or islands, all of the places that the story takes place in is within the real world. So that is all the different types of story worlds. If by chance you found this helpful, please give a like or comment below and share what types of story worlds that you have used within your stories by my pinned question in the comments. I don't usually say these types of things in my videos, but I'm saying it this time. So if by chance you liked this video or found it helpful, then give it a like or comment below or subscribe. That's all that I have for this video, and thank you for watching.